What's going on? Welcome, everybody, to the show. It is time to go mad. I'm Edwardo.
Hey, what's up?
And this is
Joe
Joe.
Madness. Yeah.
What's shaking, buddy?
We gotta play that video though, man. We gotta play that video. I thought you were gonna play it.
Oh, yeah, you're hung up on that, huh?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. You gonna play it or what?
Yeah, I'll get it. Hold on.
You're in the show. Yeah. Fuck yeah, I'm in the show. Come on. Fuck out of here.
Hey, did you just send me a bunch more links?
Oh yeah, man, a long time ago.
Oh, fuck, oh dear.
Oh, man, it's gonna be a party tonight. So everybody out there, what's going on? This is the world-renowned Time to Go Mad show. If you don't already know, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life. I really don't. Really have no idea. We got the fan popping on the right side over here. We got plenty of booze. I mean, it's crazy. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. What's going on, Edwardo?
I'm
pulling
up that video, man. You buried it behind about 1,000 other links.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, my bad. I thought you had it on tap, man. I mean, it was your baby, right?
No, it's not my baby.
Now, if you don't know what we're talking about, though, we talking about this Chris D'Elia guy, right? We mentioned him last week, and there is a beautiful video out there on the internet. I think you found it off of Reddit. Oh my gosh, it is. It's probably something that happened around Christmas, though. This guy was just like, "Oh man, I didn't know. Oh man, what did I do with my life?" And that's why he's in the predicament he's in now, though. So if you're out there, you're listening, don't mess with them kids, man. It's a horrible thing out there. Don't do it. That's crazy. I don't even know why I gotta mention that. I mean, we're in 2020. That stuff is not accepted. You know what? Fuck out of here with that. That funny business.
Well, one could argue it wasn't accepted anywhere at any time, right?
Oh man, you know what? I can't speak for everybody out there, man. I really can't. But there's a lot of folks out there that, they like to take a gander at that type of bullshit. So what are you going to do, you know?
Kill them.
Yeah, there you go. Not a bad idea.
Yeah. You're going to have to give me a second. You gave me so many things.
Whoa, man. I gave you a party over there. So everybody out there, this guy, to the right, to the left, right? It's kind of hard with the camera. To the left, he's from Idaho. I'm from San Antonio. Actually, I live in San Antonio. I'm from Texas, though. And so what's up? What's up, everybody? What are you guys doing out there? I told this guy earlier, I was like, man, you got to be fast with the keyboard. And he was like, I got you, man. I got you.
I did not say that. I actually said I'm going to be as fast as I'm going to be.
Oh, man. You get a little old, man. It's not as fast as you used to be, as you once was, like the famous Toby Keith once said, right?
Yeah.
Not as good as I once was, right? How about you guys, man? I'm fucking excited, man. Come on, play that shit. Roll it. Come on.
Here we go.
Play that
hold on a second. How did it come out? Like, how did they...
The boy's mother ended up finding it.
Finding it? What do you mean? It Snapchat goes away, right? How they...
He probably saved it. You can screen record, take screenshots.
How could this happen?
Whoa!
I made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away. I'm sick.
I don't really want to give the kid a free plug. There's I guess there's a compilation of those now. But
really?
Yeah. So yeah, that's that. D'Elia's done.
Man, fuck
More
him,
to
man.
come. More to come.
2 times. You know what? How do you come back from that though, man? Fuck that guy.
You don't. He'll disappear into obscurity. He will fade away. He will not come back because his persona was based on this arrogance. He can't come back with any kind of arrogance.
You know what? You know what we got from the Chris D'Elia home right now? We got a bunch of nothing. It's crickets. all fucking day, people. That's what's going on over there. There ain't nothing going on over there. This
Oh,
guy's
Rogan.
hiding.
Yeah, and his boy Rogan's taking heat for not addressing it. He's just pretending it didn't happen.
Man, you know what? Everybody in that circle, though, man, they all know what time it is, right? Fucking Chris D'Elia rose up. You know, hide your kids, hide your babies, because, you know, this motherfucker's coming, right? Not no more, though. Not no more. Maybe behind the scenes, though, but you know what? He's been exposed, right?
Well, the thing is he has been exposed, and I think what's happening is a lot of these other guys are afraid of what's coming for them. You think he's the only one that's done shady shit like this?
Man, you know what, man? I hate to sit here and be like, yes, but you know what? I mean, man, you know, people, man, all over the planet, though, anybody that's in that entertainment business, man, there's something that happens, though, whenever you do the mic thing, whenever you do the films, the movies, something happens in your brain to where you're just like, man, I'm famous, I'm getting bored, my life is fucked, I'm on top. You know what? I got that GTA unlimited time fucking money, right? You got money, and then what are you going to do with it? They go a little bit crazy, man. I mean, I hate to sit here and say that, you know what, if we get to the top, brother, it's going to happen to us, man. You know what? I'm making a promise right now, that shit ain't ever going down right now. You ain't never going to hear that shit coming from fucking Joe Madness. That is not happening. Nope.
Got no skeletons there, Joe.
I got nothing, man. I mean, when it comes to kids, I got nothing, man. I mean, you pull up anything else, but you know what? That ain't one of them.
Well, it's not
nothing at all.
They're young women that he was preying on. Basically like 16 to 17, 15, 16, 17-year-old girls. But there's clips of him out there now like saying all sorts of like real creepy shit. He was a creepy dude. And all
you know what? Let's move on to the big stuff, though. Let's move on to Joey Coco Diaz, right? 2011. What's he doing? What's he doing back in 2011? Let's just rewind it a little bit, right? Let's go rewind it. What was happening, Ward?
I'll pull up the article.
You know, for everybody out there that don't know, the famous Joey Coco Diaz was like, you know what? Give me a 20 bag of Coke. Give me $100. Suck my dick. And then you got airtime.
Here's the article. This is from the New York Post. It says, Joe Rogan is in hot water after a video surfaced of him laughing while friend and fellow comedian Joey Coco Diaz spoke about not allowing female comedians to go on stage unless they performed oral sex on him. That's the gateway into coming to Hollywood. Everybody knows that, Diaz said.
Whoa!
How many girls did you have? That's Rogan.
Man.
How many girls do you have to do that? Rogan asked.
You know, I'm not really hating on that, though. I mean, are you? Are you hating on that?
What? Well, Diaz is gross, though. He's a gross-looking dude.
I mean,
he looks like a fucking dried-out testicle. He's like Jabba the Hutt. Went to Big and Tall and picked up a wardrobe. 20, Diaz responded as Rogan laughed, threw back his head and clapped his hands. Woohoo! The clip from a 2011 episode of his podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience, was first posted on Twitter Wednesday, but began making the rounds online Friday evening, stirring up the ire of cancer mobs. Some took aim at Spotify, attacking the company for the recent decision to sign Rogan for a $100 million contract. So, what are your thoughts on that? I mean, I think you're always going to have the haters that are out there that are going to kind of like go after Joe, act as though he's condoning it. That kind of stuff, like that kind of coverage, actually was the stuff that like was covered at that time. It's the stuff that people talked about. When you're doing a radio show, when you're doing a podcast like that, it's shock jock shit. It's this type of stuff that people tune in for. Nobody said anything then. We're saying something now because it's circulated to enough ears that the people that it would offend are finally catching wind. Well, it's not something that's made for you. You're not the audience for it. The people that are having the fucking getting all worked up. I'm not everybody's audience. You're not everybody's audience. That's not your fucking.
Oh man.
So do I condone what he was doing? Certainly not. But first of all, it's a story. We don't have anybody coming forward right now. Like it seems to me that would be something that Joey Coco Diaz would fabricate without ever having to prove that he did it, because nobody would be like, yeah, he made me give him a blowjob.
Oh man.
Well, look at the guy. I mean, it's not like, I don't know that I can't see a female comic that desperate to get stage time that they're going to go down on Joey Coco Diaz.
Man, you know what, man? He might not be your cup of tea, though, but I'm sure there's plenty of women out there that's just like, that's all you want? And I get on stage? Man, sign me up 2 times.
I think there's more. There's more to a person's pride than that, than to do something like that. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Really? I mean, you go out there to Hollywood, in the land of the dreams, people are coming from all over, man. The Midwest, the East Coast, the West Coast, the North, the South, trying to go to this magical place that ever since they were kids, they got told, man, if you come over here to Cali, then, you know what, you might get famous. You might make a bunch of money. And then what's happening in 2020? People are coming out. They're like, he made me do this. No, he didn't. You did it to yourself. That's what you did.
Yeah, I mean, it's Weinstein level shit. It's just something that didn't get the traction in 2011 that it's going to get now.
Man, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
But
man.
I don't
really
know that anybody cares enough about Joey Diaz. It's going to be more about Joe Rogan and his reputation and legacy that it's going to be impacted by it, because there is a cancel mob coming for him. $100 million for a Spotify contract. People do not want people to have that kind of success.
$100 million.
It's going to come at a price, and it's going to be his livelihood.
That's a lot of money, man. What do you think you do in that type of position if you're Rogan? What do you do?
Fade away 8 years ago.
Fade away, man.
Well, yeah. I mean, he doesn't have a choice. At this point, he's kind of stuck. He's going to be. There's something out there. People are coming for him, and something's going to stick at some point, and he's going to be done. And it's going to come either before the Spotify deal goes into effect, or the Spotify deal will die. Like, it'll die either before or shortly after it gets going, because he's going to touch the wrong nerve. Something that he did or said on one show many years ago, or even recently, is going to be misconstrued or turned around on him, and it's going to turn the tables. It's going to change. I feel like we're on the cusp of a shift in trajectory for content. It's going to shift back our direction. I think we're in a unique position right now where lesser than people that are just like up and comers are going to kind of find their way into the foray again, as it were. And these big name people are going to kind of end up getting pushed aside, because there's such a big cancel culture involved, and it's just too exhausting for a lot of people. And a lot of people are probably going to be like, I've got something, I can't get too big because I've got something that could get me someday. So I'm not going to get big. I'm just going to sit tight, stay where I'm at.
Wow.
I don't have that worry, because I got a clean slate, my friend. I'm a good boy. Blue collar all the way.
Oh,
America. The only thing I'm going to do is start posting like political memes for both parties, just to confuse, like on my Facebook, just to confuse people and get them all upset. I won't comment on them. I'll just post something like negative about Trump one day and then positive about Trump the next day, and just to confuse people.
Hey, while you pull up something else,
something in one extreme or the other for each political base.
And while you pull up something else, let me go and bring up something though. So it kind of seems like right now, though, with this whole Black Lives Matter. I don't know if it's still picking up steam or not. It kind of seemed like it died down a little bit, but you know, there's been a lot of celebrities out there, man. A lot of people that are black, right? A little dark, right? Coming out and just saying, you know what, enough is enough. You know, this is the same shit I've been saying for a while now. And it seems like people that are famous are coming out and saying it, man. And they're getting a lot of love. You know, I don't disagree with it because, you know, I'm kind of like one of the people that just kind of brought that up to everybody's attention. You know, it's just like, man, nobody listens, though, when you say it, and then somebody famous says it, and whoa, man, it's another thing. Whoa, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
So Alyssa Milano, she is the queen of like the Me Too movement, or she's like one of the leaders of the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
She's been put under the microscope for something she did back in 2013. Responded to an article claiming she had posed in a blackface by showing that the image is from a comedy video in which she impersonated Nicole Snooki Polizzi of Jersey Shore fame. Why that's being done in 2013 when Jersey Shore was kind of like a done deal by 2011, I don't know. But her response is, "Hey assholes, the picture below is me parodying Jersey Shore and Snooki's tan." She wrote, "Snooki's tan. She is a sweetheart, by the way, is worthy of parodying, as is Trump's tan. So go fuck yourselves with your smear campaign."
Hey, go bring up that picture, though, so everybody sees what we're talking about. Because you know what? You know what? It's not that bad. It really isn't. I mean, if we're talking about a tan, it's not that bad. I mean, look at the picture. It is not even bad at all. I'm not sitting here and lie on the mic, man. That is not even bad. But you know what? If we're going to sit there and make fun of white people, we're sitting there making fun of Latinos, Indians, Native Americans. I mean, whichever color you want, and white people are dressing up as them, and black people are doing it, and blah, blah, blah. Then why is that a bad thing for people to get black-faced, as they call it, right? To do the blackface thing. I don't see a problem with it. I really don't. Do you? I don't see a problem with it.
I think there's a difference between doing it in the way that it was done back in I don't know what the time period was, but when white people impersonated just black people in general, not necessarily black celebrities. But if you're doing some sort of parody version of somebody or some sort of impersonation, for example, like Jimmy Kimmel's thing that he did back when he was on the Man Show like 20 some years ago, when he did the impersonation of Karl Malone. Or for example, he got in trouble for that and had to apologize.
Yeah, I bet he did.
But or for example, when you do something like Always Sunny in Philadelphia did, but it's like giving it the attention that it needs, where it's like, this isn't. I don't
agree with it.
What's that? You don't agree with what? How?
People get mad. I don't agree with it.
I get it.
I'll tell you why in a minute. Go and finish
going out to do it intentionally to upset people.
Man, people are going to get upset regardless of what you do, man. They really are. You know, if I sit here and worry about anything and everything people are going to get upset about, I would never get nothing accomplished. I really wouldn't. I really would not. You know what? I would be sitting there worried my fucking brains out. But you know what the truth is, though? There's a guy out there named D.L. Hughley. I don't know if you heard of him. The popular comedian. He's been up there with the Kings of Comedy, right? The Kings of Comedy.
Passed out on stage and got COVID.
Oh, my God. Shut up, man. Come on. Don't bring it down.
Yeah, he did. He got
shut down, man.
He like fainted or passed out. He was doing like
man.
He got
COVID.
He died on the spot.
God damn it.
He
didn't die. Shut up. He didn't die. He did not die.
He did get COVID, though. I'm not joking about that.
All right.
What?
This guy said, though.
He just died.
No, he didn't.
Time of death, 7:46.
Whoa, no. He did not die. Poor guy, man. No. All right, so this guy said, though, the great D.L. Hughley stated, you know what? If you ain't making everybody in the room come comfortable when you're doing stand-up comedy, you ain't doing your job. You're really not. And I wholeheartedly believe in his words. You know, he's a very smart guy. I've heard him do interviews with Vlad TV on YouTube. You can check it out. You know what? I don't disagree with him. I really don't, man. In order to make something pop, in order to make something organic, though, where it's fucking money, it's something beautiful, you gotta be willing to take chances. You really do. Now, the one thing I won't do, though, mark my fucking words, I will not do this. If I do stand-up comedy, if I'm doing this podcast, I won't apologize. I will not. I will not do it. Nope. I will not do it. Probably give me a lot of heat. Probably get me METOO'd and deleted. I mean, whatever way you want to swing it, because you know what? Even if it's unrelated, they're still going to throw you in there, even if you didn't do nothing. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's going to be a movement for you. And if there isn't one, they're going to come up with one. It's ridiculous.
Did you know that we're going to call our listeners? I've already decided. This is the first episode of our audio podcast. We're going to call them Mad Dawgs.
Mad Dawgs.
Yeah.
How'd you come up with that one?
Huh? Well, we have Mad in our name, man, and Dog, D-A-W-G. It sounds really cool. Mad Dawgs.
Wow. Man,
so we're getting up on the show. We'll do our intro, and they'll be like, "What's up, Mad Dawgs? What's up, my Mad Dawgs?" Get all real.
Whoa, man.
Into it.
You got a little crazy. You just got a little bit crazy, you know? A little bit.
Yeah. So what else?
Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about this. All right, let's go to the guy, right? Because I want to talk about this podcast again for a minute, because I think there's a lot of good stuff there. His name is what's his name? Louis C. Cervantes. That's his name, right? You can check him out. He's at Louis C. Comedy on Facebook. I don't know if he's got a website, but you know what? Go and drop a couple plugs for him. If he's watching, if he's listening, if he comes across a video. You know what, brother? We gave you some love, man. Right before we talk about you. Right before we talk about you, because that's how I roll, right? You got to...
The Life of Lou right? is the name of his show.
Yeah.
What a melancholy guy. Can
we play like 2 minutes of it? Kind of give people a little bit of context.
You turned me on to this guy's show.
That is it. The end of.
And you plugged me into this, and I was like, why? Why do I care about this guy? And you're like, it's good. Trust me, it's good. And I'm like, and so, but yeah, so let's give it a whirl here, and we'll kind of go into it.
Let's get into it. Come on.
The Life of Lou podcast.
Woo! Make some noise for Lou.
The Life of Lou pod at Twitter.
That is
Louis C.
Podcast in 30 days. The end of the Life of Lou podcast. The end of this era. Another one down.
Okay, first of all, I don't think any podcaster can call anything they do an era. It's just you're just done. It's like the end of the show. I'm done doing the show. An era indicates it's something bigger than it is, and it's not that big. Like, just because you have what's he going to do with all that foam that he's got on his wall now that he's done doing a podcast?
I think what he meant to say, though, it's the end of a chapter in his life. I think that's what he meant.
Oh, quick correct me, Joe.
Yeah.
Let me shit on it.
Throwing it out there. Whoa, just throw it on there.
We did it together, man. We fucking did it.
Come on, Lou. What you got, brother?
In typical fashion, forget to hit the timer. So, I guess add a minute to that.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
For being here, and
give him a minute.
Give everything over to at Louis C Comedy. So everything at Louis C Comedy, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything. This whole podcast format, myself, leaving this behind and moving forward in a different avenue. So everything that you're used to here has come to an end today, dudes and dudettes. It's all over with. It's all said and done. We are episode 100, finito, finagle, finalati, finale.
His voice is like if anesthesia gained sentience and started talking to you while you're going under.
Man, and you know what? I'm not hating that, man. I'm really not. That's beautiful.
That's it. That's 100 episodes of the life of
That's
Lou
it, man.
in the bag, man. And it feels good. It feels good to get the last one out. It feels good to, you know, like, I guess just be done and be content with being done. Like the last 30 episodes, yeah, fucking ran through. Started off real ranty, real angry, plateaued, and then slumped. And then here we are,
Woo!
you know,
Slump,
maintaining the slump all the way out.
So
The last few episodes.
I wonder if like the last, if every episode talked about
but,
like
you
the
know,
last,
that's-
like it was like
what
a
it is.
weird game of 99 bottles
It's
of beer
all
on the
over.
wall,
That's what it was.
where he
I should
talks
say.
about the previous
Should say
99
that.
episodes,
That's what it was.
or the
Yeah, he
previous
does.
98
Yeah.
episodes on episode 99, previous 97
Wow.
episodes on episode 98.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing.
He
How-
ran out of shit to talk
Right.
about, is what he said. Yeah.
think back to all the things we've done. Pretty incredible
He
stuff.
forced them out,
Pretty
man.
incredible
He pumped them
stuff.
out.
The stuff that we covered. You know, pretty good times, having some laughs, running
Not really,
through
though.
every
Not really.
subject.
You ain't that funny, brother.
Fine.
Really not.
Trying to keep up with everything that's happening in the crazy world that we're living in. What
Crazy.
a time to be alive, and what a time to have your podcast go through 100 episodes of the struggle bus.
The struggle.
Ooh, the short bus. That's what he meant. The short bus.
30 and 30 was pretty intense, right?
Whoa,
I can tell you that.
the
30 and
short
30
bus.
was pretty goddamn intense.
30
The way I had to
episodes over
film it
30 days.
and,
Did he?
edit
Did
it
he
real
do
quick.
a?
Woo!
Out. Just
30 for 30.
He should have done like
I kind of had a deadline.
a promo for it, a promo spot. 30
The
episodes.
dirty 30.
The life of
He
Lou.
did the dirty
30
30,
episodes in 30 days. We're coming to do 30 episodes in 30 days. That's one episode a day.
Oh, man.
One day it's one episode, and then on the second day we do the second episode, and the third episode. And then so on, like that, and so forth. What have you?
Honestly, I love like the second and like the third minute of this game, maybe 5 minutes in, because
didn't because of
He
just
starts
kinda
going
shows
on
everybody
he starts
out.
going on a bitch session, and this is about where I wanted to quit, and this was about where I got inspired.
the way I paid.
Oh, yeah.
Feeds. I didn't want to get charged again for another month and me not use it.
So I still don't understand what the feed paying for feed stuff is, but it has something to do with Podbean, I guess, and he has to pay
Yeah.
all this feed up. But I don't know. So I don't know how Podbean works because I've never used that service. I've always just hosted on a web server. So because that's how I am. Rich as fuck. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, shit.
Um,
Damn. Fucking big time and everybody out there.
No, it's just more about simplicity of what I know. I don't know all this new fandangled technology. So it'd be
Shit. Man, I love this stuff,
interesting to
man.
know.
I love it, though, because it kind of gives an insight of what people are doing with podcasting.
As soon as I
Well, and
the
where their
mentalities.
headspace is. Their
Feed,
headspace, yeah.
I can just start knocking out every episode every day until they ask
This
me
is like reality TV at its finest.
pay
That's
him.
what this is.
done. And that's what happened, Podbean. That's why you're not getting my money anymore. Because I fucking quit. I'm out. I'm done.
Whoa, he quit.
Oh,
in a
no.
good way. In a very good way. In the most kindest way possible. I am so
Do you think he's got like a fervent listener on his keyboard at home? Like when we heard this, like, please, Joe, don't quit. Or Lou, please,
Yeah.
Lou, don't quit.
I'm sure he does, man. Yeah.
doing with
I
this
mean, he
fucking-
hadn't sounded like, I don't know, 20 people that were listening to him.
It struggled so hard to be something so much better, but nobody, for some reason, really wanted to back it. There was a couple of people that came in and tried to help out, but I guess it just wasn't. They wanted me to do everything.
Yeah, dude,
Ooh.
it's your show. You do everything. When it's your show. It's kind of like that's kind of the deal you strike with the process. It's not like there's some people that were willing to help and volunteer their time, but for some
Yeah.
reason
Yeah.
they didn't.
Hey,
want
bitch,
to
you said you got an
volunteer
intern.
all
You said
their
you're looking
time.
for one, right?
Yeah, that's different though. They're getting college credit.
Oh, is it? Okay. All right. Just wanted to set the record straight
And
there and
also,
continue
but
on.
also, when my ship comes sinking down, I'm not gonna go get on and start throwing everybody. This is. I'm not saying I haven't done this. This is reminiscent of the same kind of like baby ball bullshit that I would do back when we first did our podcast back like 12 years ago. Like this kind of like, well, poor me. I started a show and I can't rely on people because people have lives and they don't like to just drop what they're doing to come do a show with me. Woo hoo hoo.
There you go, man. Yeah.
So, you know, there was an instance when I had the very first time I had my producer, you know, and he
Ooh, fancy.
what I showed him what I was doing. All he did was maintain it. He pretty much stared at me do everything. I always came in and I always set everything up.
Then he's not your producer. You're your producer. That's what you run your show. If don't call that guy a producer. He didn't produce anything but anguish for you. You're your own producer. That's what. Just call it like it is. Quit giving people titles that they don't earn.
If it wasn't already set up, because I arrived ready to record, if not a half hour to sometime hour to sometime canceled. You know,
I don't know the logic behind that sentence. Half hour to sometimes canceled. So if it's canceled, then that's a done deal. You just then you're not doing the show that day. And not to
Still
like
about another minute in.
break it
Still
down.
another
Yeah.
minute
It was never on fucking time. It was
Never on
always when
time.
He was punctual, never on his A game for the show. So it doesn't matter if you show up on time or early. If you're not ready to do the fucking show, it sinks. And that's what it sucked and it sunk.
I love
and
this guy.
And it fucking slumped. And half of it
This is the first time in his fucking
nothing to work
career on podcasting
So
that
every
he has gotten fucking real on the mic.
until we ran into another friend. And then we had more people come in and help.
More
But
friends.
mostly his friends. So he only did what he was bare minimal to do, you know, like no extra help. I did it.
I hope he listens to this in 5 years and
Shit was
realizes how like cringe and ball baby bullshit this is. This is, or in
This is
5
silly,
minutes
man.
when he
It's
listens
silly.
back to us doing the coverage. Lou, I'm sorry, man. Come on, get it together, guy. Do your podcast or don't do your podcast. Don't go out on this sorry whimper little bullshit thing. Maybe I can motivate you to get back on the air and do your podcast, but do it on your terms. Quit relying on other people to carry your weight. If you want to do a podcast, do a podcast. It's not that fucking hard. Don't act like you're
man.
fucking moving mountains.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Man.
It was wonky for a
He
while.
said he don't know
Music
right
got a
after you
little
said
more
that.
But you got
Woo!
those foam boards, so it's taking
Yeah,
care of the
it's-
echo
it's
for you.
professional, man. It's professional.
Yeah, I mean, you got that TJ Maxx wall art. You got your Big Lots couch. Got a huge beveled TV right
Get him
there.
out of
It's
there.
all
Get
washed
him out
out.
of there.
No, I'm not done.
You're not done, really? All right.
No.
Shit.
You know, we took a little break and came back and
I wanna
had some
hear- I wanna
fun
hear.
with, had some fun with you know, new stuff, new graphics, the new way we film it, the new image, you know, the way it looks and stuff. No more bouncing around, no more going back and forth between this place and that place. Where do we record? I don't want to record. How do we record? How long do we record? Where do we record?
Neat.
You know, who's going to record with us? Who's going to be there in the background not recording and distracting? And who wants to just get high? And who wants to just not do this? And who would rather do it over here because it's more convenient? Oh, well, now that you're here, my girlfriend's here. I can't do it. Or, oh, I forgot. I had dinner. Oops, I have plans. All this dumb shit. That's why I said the
Figure out your life. Okay, well, I'm done. Dude, I have 3 kids, and you know, we had a little kerfuffle getting going tonight, but we're here. We're here doing it. I mean, it's the nature of the beast. You got people that live lives. You're down in San Antonio. You're 2 hours ahead of me. We make this work once a week usually. The main podcast that I do, the Time Spent Poorly Show, we do it once every 2 weeks. We used to do it once a week. We changed our schedule around. We work around people's schedules. That's what you do. You make accommodations. You don't get all fucking bitchy. I don't know the full scope of it, like, because I don't follow this guy.
Yeah.
You gave me this little piece of the puzzle, and so this is all I got to play
Get
with.
you the
I'm not
best
going to
piece
go
right
back.
there. That's all.
I'm not going to go back and listen to the 99 episodes before it because I don't care. But What I do see is this is like the clear mentality of most podcasters that quit. Is it's a blame game. They're blaming other people for their shortcomings or for what they're, where they're not pulling their weight or if you're going to do it, you got to fucking put in a little bit of effort. It's not just putting fucking foam boards on the wall and turning the mics on every week. You don't have foam boards. I don't have foam boards. I got a green screen, dog. What's that?
What's a foam board?
A Mad Dawgs.
Hey, well, you pull something else up.
It dampens echo, but I've never used it. Don't really have an issue with it.
Well, you pull something else up. Let me finish thoughts on this Lou gang. Right? So, you know what? I've done a podcast on this guy. I've done a podcast playing his stuff, free plug for him, roasting him. Because he claims all fucking day he's funny. He says he's a stand-up comedian. He'll tell you that, he does this and that. It's just like, come on, Lou. Come on. It's Joe. Come on. You ain't got a lot of me, brother. You really don't. So I said, I don't know. I spent like 30 minutes roasting the fuck out of him. If you want to watch the video, it's somewhere in there, right? So we're on my page. Now, just as Ward has touched on it, man, you know what? When you wake up one day and you're like, hey, man, I'm going to do a podcast. It's going to blow up in a week, 2 weeks, a month. You know what? And I'm going to be sitting on stacks. You know what? It don't work like that. It really don't. I mean, you got to work on it. You got to build your audience however the fuck you can. And when it don't happen, though, the only person you got to blame, though, is yourself. Now, don't do what this guy did. Right? If you want to quit, you know what? That's very admirable. But, come on, man. Ward's been doing it a decade, probably longer. I've been doing it for like 3 years. I mean, when we sit and tell you it's a fucking grind, it really is, man. It really is.
Oh, it's a grind.
It is not easy.
Are you putting off getting life insurance?
Whoa. What's going on here?
Ooh, life insurance.
I hovered over
Ward
a
might
window.
need some.
I hovered
Ward
over
might
a
need some
window.
life insurance pretty soon, but yeah.
Some lady walked in the room.
Oh, shit. Oh, don't tell nobody.
Hopped
Don't
on
get
my.
METOO'd over there. Don't do that.
All right. So, yeah. What else we got here, friend?
All right, what else you got, man? Let's talk about the iPhone and smartphone debacle. Where? If you go into your settings, you might find something related to COVID-19 talking about, you know what? What's it say exactly? I can't even think about it right now.
I had it. It's like way up in my feed, but I'm rolling up.
Is
to
it? All right.
Hold
Go
on.
ahead and roll up, and then I'll talk for a little bit. So, you know what, man? A lot of people might come across this image on their phone, their settings, whatever you want to call it, and they might not think nothing, But this is why we're talking about it, because you know what? There's more to it than meets the fucking eye, right? Can we blow that up or not?
Just like a
Can we blow that
transformer.
up?
I can't get any
All right,
bigger
go ahead and
than
read
that.
it, though. Can you read it?
Can you read it?
No, I cannot.
Said when enabled, iPhone can exchange random IDs with other devices using Bluetooth. This enables an app to notify you if you may have been exposed to COVID-19. Exposure logging cannot access any data in or add any data to the health app. So it's a little frightening. Also, I'm only going to know anyone who has COVID-19 that has an iPhone.
No, it's on every smartphone.
But the health
It's on
app
Android as well.
It's okay. Well,
Yeah.
so did they do like a collaboration? I don't know. I feel scared turning that on. I don't want to turn that shit on.
Oh man. Now, I mean, this is something that coincides with what the government's doing locally on a federal level as well. We're talking about they are, using people's locations, right? Everywhere they go with their smartphones, it's telling everybody that's the government. It's telling them, hey, you know what? We're tracking your known locations. We're backtracking them so we can figure out where people are getting COVID from. If you got it, we want to know where you've been. We want to know where you've been.
What else are you using the information for?
What else do you think, Ward? They're tracking the fuck out of us, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, I can't murder anybody anymore. The
Nope.
good old days of murder are behind us. I mean, I got to leave my
Nope.
phone at home if I'm going to murder.
You know, this is ridiculous, though, when it sits there and tells us, though, that you can turn it on and off. Fuck out of here. That's insane. That is not reality. Anybody out there that believes, you know what, I don't care about this, you know what, this is silly, because you know what, I post this everywhere. I posted it on all the groups, and the general consensus is that I fucking love it, or, wait for it, I think it's stupid. And I don't care. I don't care.
The issue that I had with it is that if you want to turn it on, it doesn't just work through the health app. You need to download another third-party app that then has your information, your location information. That was what I caught. That was what made me apprehensive about turning it on. If I turn it on and Apple knows my shit, Apple knows enough about me already. Apple knows my sleep patterns. Apple knows, like, I mean, Tim Cook could come read me a bedtime story because he'd know when I'm going to bed. You'll
hear a knock at set time, and then he'll be at your door and be like, hey, man, I know what time you go to sleep. Let me play this beautiful sound so you can sleep easier, Ward.
It's yeah. He plays dogs barking.
You know what I have a problem with, though? This is where it starts. This is the beginning. If it hadn't begun before, though, with the Patriot Act, where they casually listen to everything that you say. There's a couple key words that they listen for, and then boom, it gets flagged. And you know what this tells me, though, reading that little page that you just read? It tells me that they got a database.
Oh, sure, man. Well, our phones are listening to us right now.
I hope they are. At least somebody's listening to us. I'm excited. I really am.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on that.
We got listeners.
I'm not hating on that.
Got listeners, man. Only they're only hearing one side of the conversation. So Fernando is hearing you talk, and like Alexia is hearing me talk, and so they're gonna have to like coordinate so they can hear the whole show, or join us over at Facebook at the Hot Mics page, and you can get the whole show combined. We do it for you. We take care. We take out the middleman. We take care of that for you. You, my Mad Dawgs.
Man, you know what? This is a real big problem, you guys. It really is, man. I mean, if you guys don't see the problem, though, you know what? Keep living your lives the way that you're living it. And then when some real shit pops up where, you know what? Big Brother is really fucking up everybody's life. You had a chance to do something about it, but you know what? You got behind the Black Lives Movement. You got behind the Corona debacle that ain't fucking real. So whose fault is it? You.
Corona's picking up, man. It's a real thing.
Is it? Oh, my God. Oh, I feel it. I'm dying.
Brendan Schaub has it.
Everybody's got it. It is a trendy thing to do. Wait
Brendan Schaub has
it
because he's trying to distract everybody from the Chris D'Elia shit.
Wait for it. It is a trendy thing to do in 2020. That's what it is. What about you, Ward? You gonna hop on the Corona train, brother?
This Facebook user says, read the policy. I'm not sure why I'm not seeing the user names, but that's okay. And I'm guessing that's the policy on the...
Oh, read the policy. Is that what we got to do? That makes it all better if we read the policy. Well, how about you read the policy? How about you do it? And then you sleep nice at night, and you believe whatever the words that were written by, you know what, the government. And, yeah. You're a sheep, brother. That's what you are.
This is how I read my terms and conditions.
Yep. You know what? It's like, do you want to use the app or do you not want to use the app? That's what it comes down to.
Yes,
that's what it is. Yeah. Fuck yeah, man. I mean, what are you gonna say about this though? I mean, do you think it's really serious? Do you think it's really serious? Because I think it's fucking serious. I really do.
So
I think it's worth to talk about.
Facebook user, you did the COVID-19 thing, and you read the policy, and it's the coolest shit ever. So do you see do you have like a running map of like is it like a little like zombie map of people? around you that may or may not have been exposed?
Coolest shit ever, huh? Facebook user. That's his name. I wonder who came up. Like
No,
somebody's
it's not.
mom
It's
and
getting-
dad was like
it's getting
Facebook
filtered.
user. That's the name.
It's getting filtered out for some reason.
It's always filtered. You know why? Let's talk about Facebook. Bring that shit up. You know what? Facebook is, I don't know if you guys knew about this, but Facebook is in the funny business. That's what they're in. They're losing sponsors. You know what? I told my girlfriend earlier, I said, you know what? Mark my words. A year, maybe a year and a half, 2 years. There's gonna be the newest, biggest thing out there. Kind of like what happened to MySpace. They're gonna get MySpace. They're gonna be irrelevant. That's what's gonna happen to Facebook. Because you know what? They're censoring the fuck out of everybody. And the same thing with Google, man. Fuck Google. Fuck them. You can't do anything on Google anymore. You know, if you try to look for something, they are putting everything that you want to see at the bottom. As soon as they fuck you off, they're like, oh, down to the bottom, we're censoring you. Unless you give them money. Unless you're rich, unless you're famous, you know what? They don't care about you. They give no fucks about you. They really don't. And that's what the problem is in America in 2020. We're talking about censorship. And Trump, I don't know if you knew this. I sent it to you. Trump signed an executive order saying that social media cannot censor anybody anymore.
Is this that thing with Zuckerberg in the picture?
Maybe. I don't know.
Does Zuckerberg own any cool clothes?
Oh, Dr. Virgo? Who's that?
No, I said, does Zuckerberg own any cool clothes?
Does he? I don't know. I've never hung out with the guy. I'm sure he's hanging out with Little Epstein and Maxwell Giselle, whatever her name is. Like, they're all having a party together every night. I'm going to work there? Woo, am I? I'm going to get paid billions to do nothing? Wow. I love that.
No, you'll be an Ant-Man. Ant-Man.
Oh, man. This is crazy, you guys. If you guys don't see censorship is horrible in America, I don't know what you're doing with your life. I really don't. I mean, I've talked about this plenty of times. We're turning into the United States of China. And the more our freedoms get ripped away, wear a mask.
The United States of China.
Stay in your homes. You know what? Don't say this on social media because you might get ousted. You might get blacklisted. You might get blackballed. You know what? You might hurt somebody's feelings, and we can't have that in 2020 because you know what? Everybody is crying. Doesn't matter what color you are.
So here's the article you're talking about. This is from, dude, what are you pulling this shit up for? This is like almost a year old. This article. Come on, man.
It's relevant. It's relevant, man. It is.
It's relevant.
It's relevant.
It was relevant. This has been carried to term and then some. It's been at home for a while. It's almost
better stay at home.
Almost
Better
sitting
not
up
go
in the
nowhere.
high chair and it can hold its neck up now. This is an old article.
From like 6 months ago? It's not that old. Get out of here.
August 1st, man, 2019. It's 11 months old.
I love it though. Don't you like it? I think it's amazing.
This
That's
is the
what we're
one
calling
where
it.
the White House
Two-term
recently
Trump.
hosted a social media summit. I don't know about that. I think Trump is he's not managing his legacy well right now. Facebook user says, "Fuck America, go to Facebook."
Oh wow.
You know,
You
I'm
gotta
not,
troll, man.
I'm not
Might be
tracking
your
the
little brother
thought
though.
pattern entirely.
You know what we got, Ford? We got we got your little brother on. That's what it is. Trolling us.
My little brother.
Yeah. Your imaginary little brother if you ain't got one. From the other realm. Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, me. Yeah. Me from another.
Yep.
Yeah, but I make more. I say things. I write too much. I say too much.
It's your illiterate little brother, maybe. You know? Your quaint little brother from the other realm. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't think America being censored, though, is a big deal? I think it's very huge.
I think everything, it's all cyclical. It's going to come, it's going to go. There'll be something new to get up in arms about next week. Rogan's going to go. He'll be gone. And then I'll make.
We're talking about censorship, though. We're talking about censorship.
Yeah.
We'll go back to Rogan.
Same deal.
I don't want to lose you.
Man. Rogan's on his way out. Via censorship. What do you think all this stuff is? It's censorship. People can't exercise free speech. They can't talk about what the topics they want to talk about. They can't make jokes. And I'm not saying that what Diaz said was jokes, but it was, it was probably said in a way to be a joke because he was trying to get a laugh. Because at the time the climate was that's funny. Whether that's right or wrong, that's what the climate was. That kind of stuff, that shock humor, was what was there. How do you think fucking shock jocks like Anthony Cumia and the other guy that was on the Opie and Anthony, how do you think those guys, Howard Stern, got in the business and were successful for their careers? It was that shock jock shit. It's coming back. It's going to come back. It's all cyclical. It's only a matter of time. We're going to get our fucking panties in a wad, and we're going to follow the straight and narrow, try to be nice and happy again. And then there's going to be this next generation of people that are going to push against that. And then there's going to be this slow push and this slow cultural dissonance again, where it's going to come back.
I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping you're right, but man, it's looking pretty grim, though. I don't know.
Says,
looking really
I'm
grim.
Weirdo. There you go.
Wow. Damn. Who is this guy? Give him a trophy. Give him a trophy out there. Hey, you got a new fan, brother. You got a new fan.
It's a Mad Dog. Mad Dog.
Oh man, you're gonna write that fucking to the grave.
Yeah, you bet I am. It's gonna be done before the show's over.
It's gonna be plastered on your tombstone, man. It's gonna be Mad Dog.
I ordered stickers already.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh my!
I'm not letting much of the conversation. I was drawing up the artwork right as we spoke.
Wow. You got anything? You got any glimpses of it before we move on to something?
No, the artwork? No.
Yeah.
I was joking.
What do you think about this? What is it called? Gletus? Geetus? We're talking about that company that supposedly came up with the vaccine. And then, you know what? They're charging funny money for it, though, right? But that's what you got to do, right? You come up with the first vaccine for this imaginary disease that doesn't exist. And then you got to charge a ridiculous amount of money for people to buy it.
There's going to be a microchip in that vaccine.
Oh, is there? Oh, my gosh.
I bet you anything. Conspiracy theories.
Oh,
right?
man.
That's how you roll.
Man. I love it, man. You're going to be the first one in line, too.
For drug to treat coronavirus sparks affordability questions / concerns. Remdesivir will cost $2,340 for a 5-day course in all developed countries except U.S., where it will cost $3,120 for the typical patient with private insurance.
Oh,
so that I imagine is going to be covered by your insurance and subject to your deductible, but you're going to be meeting your deductible fast that way. If you have like a deductible around $3,000 to $5,000.
Oh my, that is crazy. Who are we talking about? A bunch of people out there. I think the last time I counted that I saw online, I think it's 500,000 deaths due to corona, supposedly, right? I sent you an article, though. I sent you an article about this one guy. He apologized, after he went to a gathering, right? When during a pandemic, you're not supposed to go anywhere. You're not supposed to have any fun. You're not supposed to be around anybody. And this guy apologized for going to a party, and the next day he died. But you know what? This guy's like, my 500-pound life, and then is it corona or was it a heart attack? Was it diabetes? What was it? Come on. Quit
Yeah,
lying to us.
I saw this on the news. It was covered on the news. Some of you may know, but most don't. Macchius 51 wrote, I went out a couple weeks ago and contracted the coronavirus. Macchius, who was a truck driver, expressed guilt for having possibly exposed his family to the virus. Because of my stupidity, I put my mom, my sisters, and my family's health in jeopardy. He wrote, this has been a very painful experience. Hopefully, with God's help, he added, I'll be able to survive this. He died the next day.
Oh, that's so sad. Oh, man.
Written like a champ. And I don't remember how old this guy was.
Does it matter, though?
I do remember
Does it
he was
matter?
like 450 pounds.
You know what? I'm going to go on a limb, though, America. Everybody out there watching all the Mad Dawgs, right? You know what I think? You know what Mr. Madness thinks? The POTUS of time to go mad. I think he's a truck driver. He went out, right, on his little trips, right? His little trucking trips. And he got a little action, right? He got a call girl, one of them ladies of the night. And then he died of AIDS. That's what happened.
In 12 days.
That's what happened. He died of AIDS in 12 days. In 12 days in 2020. That's what happened. I didn't make it up, or did I? Did I make it up? Maybe.
AIDS
because you know what? The government's making up shit too, though. Why can't I make up stuff? Why can't I?
Go for it, man.
Yeah, there you go. Man, he died of AIDS. You know what? The POTUS has spoken. That's what happened.
So we got California reverses reopenings. Course on reopening. Is that anything interesting, or are we just talking about it? That's your headline.
Man, you know what? When these comedians, these stand-up comedians talking about, you know what, we ain't got a job, we got to hop on the Zoom, we got to do our bits, our sketches on the Zoom. We're charging, what is it, $5 for people to jump on to get a link to it. And then you got people that are crying that I can't go anywhere because our governor sucks, right? I think it's very relevant. I really do. You don't think so?
Poor comics. Boo-hoo, get a job.
Ooh, ooh. Oh, man, the actors are losing money. They're bleeding. I can't afford my $1,000 wines for fucking the weekend, you know?
Yeah, DiCaprio's going to be okay.
Is he?
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Oh, man. What about Johnny Depp, though, man? I mean, there's been a rumor, though, going out for a little bit that he spends like $1 million or some shit on wine every month. He's got like 20 homes.
Yeah.
I mean, how does he find the time to live in all of them?
Blasted through his Pirates of the Caribbean money, I think. He's like pretty well wiped out. And he looks like shit. He's just got to play fucking weirdos now because he looks like fucking dog shit. All the movies he's in from here on out, he has to play weirdos. He can't play like a normal guy because he can't. He's to the point where he can't look normal anymore. He's Mickey Rourke. He's so like goofy looking.
I don't know. I really don't know, man. Let me tell you something, though. You know what I watched earlier? I watched the great George Lopez pull a shot. Got on stage. Seemed like amateur hour, regurgitating the same shit he's been doing for years. Nobody was laughing. And he looked really, he looked out of it, man. He looked like he was burnt out. He looked like he was tired. He looked like he was on his last tour. I mean, it was just sad. It was really sad. I love the guy, too. I really do.
Some folks only have they've got a shelf life. There's only so much time a comedian can go out there. That last Jerry Seinfeld special was not good. He worked out all his material, like all his good material was worked out over the course of that the show that he was on, and then he's doing some stuff he's doing that Comedians in Cars. He needs to stay in his lane at this point, and his lane unfortunately isn't on the stage anymore. His comedy's not that funny anymore. It's dated. It's
I don't know, man. He looked rough, man. He looked really rough, though.
You're talking about Lopez. Yeah, I haven't watched Lopez.
Yeah.
He's in a movie with Shia
Me?
LaBeouf where he plays like some sort of Mexican mob boss.
What? That's crazy. I don't know. Ooh, man. Man, those are two guys to get together, though, isn't it? LaBeouf and Lopez. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
Even Stevens and late night talk show host make a Mexican mob movie.
Man, I tell you, though, man, there's something that happens, though, when you come into Hollywood and then you talking about years later, man, it does something to you, man. It makes you a little bit crazy, you know? It just eats your soul, man.
Well, there's no way to know if an actor or an actress is going to stay in the game, as it were. Like you looked at it like say Lindsay Lohan back when she was getting like Mean Girls and her career started to take off, and then she just went fucking nutso. And then she's never recovered since then. You got another one that you would look at would be Amanda Bynes. She went off the fucking rails. She's crazy.
Really? Wow.
What's that? Yeah.
Really? That's crazy. I don't know.
Britney Spears kind of recovered, but never to the extent that like she never recaptured the fame that she had at the height of her game. And everybody has like this little window that they're in. But some people have like sustainability in the business, and there's some people where you think they're going to sustain, but they don't, and it's kind of surprising that they don't.
Hey, Ward, bring up the couple though. Bring up the couple.
Oh, dude, that's been covered to death.
I love it though. I love it. We got to talk about it. You know, I feel like everybody's hating on these people though. You know, I was one of the first guys to get on the mic and say, you know what, this isn't a bad thing that they're doing. You know, because, whoa, man. I mean, the video that came out the first time was just like, you know what, we're marching, we're protesting, we're Black Lives Matter is what we're doing, right? And then, man, these people are marching through these people's mansion, their grounds. I mean, you know what? They're a little bougie, right? A little fancy, but you know what? At the end of the day, they're Americans, though. They have the same rights as everybody else. So you would think. But then you got a mob busting through their gate, entering their estate, and then all of a sudden, you know what? It's not a bad thing, though, right? Because they're rich.
But why does this
And then they're like,
okay.
Why does he got a rifle?
Yeah, like, I mean, I get having a gun, but does he have to have a fuck like he's like fat white Scarface. Like, I mean,
I don't see it like that though. I really don't. Is that how you see it? I mean, you're white, right? I mean, you're looking at it. You're a white man in America. Is that the way you see it?
No, I see scared people.
Yeah.
Trying to feign confidence. I don't know that their approach was right. I think that they should have just stayed in their house. If people are marching by, stay inside.
Well,
why come out and like? I mean, clearly they don't have a home gym, or at least not one that's used.
Oh man,
they don't carry a gym membership.
You know what happened though? I mean, if you're talking about you're talking about somebody's neighborhood, they're marching by. Okay, I see it, right? I see the point. But if we're talking about you live in a mansion though, you live in this big old house, you got a lot of land, right? You got a fence going around it, it's gated, and then they bust through the fence. They're coming through your land, right? The mob is coming through your land. And
were they?
The cops aren't showing up. Huh? Yeah, they were. Yeah.
They
broke down the fence
through the property. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. They broke down the fence.
So did they call the police?
They said they called the police. They called the neighborhood security, whatever that means. I mean, you know, I don't know anything about that because where I live at, you know what, there ain't no fucking security nowhere, right? But they did all of that. And nobody responded. Nobody showed up. They said nobody was available. Nobody gave a fuck. So they went inside. They grabbed their guns, and that's the aftermath, right? They get roasted by every media outlet out there because you know what? Black lives matter. Apparently. That's what everybody's saying. So they must matter. They must matter.
They remixed this?
I don't think so. I think that was the way it is.
It sounded like he said keep moving at the beginning. And then whoever did like a remix on it. Keep moving! I don't know. That's interesting.
It's fucked up is what it is, man. Like, I mean, I can understand if you're passing by, you're in the streets, the sidewalk, something like that. But, man, these people aren't protesting, man. They're fucking terrorists to America. That's what they are. You know, America, you know what? They should be fucking ashamed of themselves, man. Everybody in America should be. If you're getting behind this fucking movement, you know, you can go fuck yourself. You really could. Like, this is ridiculous. I don't agree with it at all, man. I mean, we talked about it a couple times, but you know what? Enough is a fucking enough. Like, you know, shit that happened fucking hundreds of years ago. I mean, you gonna carry that? Come on, fuck out of here. Come on, move on. You know, make something of yourself.
I think for the virus, it just exacerbated the spread rate. Yeah, I know it's your fake virus, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. Man, get a fucking job, make something of yourself.
There's a correlation there.
What is it? What's the correlation? What's the binding glue as we speak, right? What is it?
What
are you binding here?
Cases increased as the protests started happening. You can wear masks all day in a crowd like that. You're still going to run the risk of catching the virus. This was all... A lot of this was it was meant to be a distraction. People are clamoring and hollering about money. Give me stimulus money. Money, I need money. And then like this happens and then it's like Congress is nowhere to be found. They're always on recess. It's like everything's always on a fucking like little tiny window schedule. So like you read articles and they're always like they're going to be in session for like a week and a half. And then they're in recess for another month. So I don't know. I don't know how I don't know the whole thing about how Congress works and like recess and in session, but it seems really convenient that they don't like change their practices a little bit to accommodate like pandemic related issues.
You know, closing thoughts on that for me though, anyways, it's just kind of like, you know, these people. I mean, obviously they're doing pretty good for themselves, you know, good on them. I mean, I don't know how they came up with the money, but you know what? It doesn't matter though. They're an American. I mean, if you got a fucking mansion, man, they break down your gates to come through and do the little funny business. And then people get mad because they come out with rifles and a pistol. I mean, I'm not hating on that, man. I'm really not, because America, that's what we live. This is America. America is guns. Right? It's guns, it's pharmaceuticals, it's fucking funny, coronavirus, it's, you know what, Black Lives Matter. That's America right now. Love it or not.
It's just the nature of what's going on right now. We'll find something else to get up in arms about, but that's what it is right now.
You know, another thing I wanted to bring up, though, I think I sent it to you. San Antonio is now mandating that everybody wear a mask again. Doesn't matter where you go. Doesn't matter if you're at home. It doesn't matter if you're taking a shit in the morning. They're like, you know what? You got to wear a mask. Them particles are crazy out there, you guys. They're also going as far as saying that if you go to a business, if you decide to walk in, right, to an establishment, you got to get a temperature reading. That's what's going on right now in 2020. And they gotta quiz you though. They gotta give you a quiz.
Why are you?
And you gotta get all the answers right.
It's news. That's going on here, even in little Podunk, Idaho. Oh, I got a little Corona cough.
Oh man, it is
going
news.
on here too.
It's fucking news. That's what's happening. I mean, it wasn't happening before. They just said, you know what? Now you got to get your temperature read. You got to take a quiz. I mean, you agree with that, Ward?
Well,
You know what you're saying?
It doesn't matter. None of it matters. Aren't we bored of it by now? It's just we're finding the new normal where someone's got their thumb down on us, and that's the new thing we're gonna do now. We're gonna be told we have to do something a certain way, and then it's gonna make way for the next something we have to do a certain way. Just what it's gonna be. Just we got to get used to it.
So you're okay with it then? That's kind of what I'm getting from you.
Doesn't matter. I'm not. It's not that I'm okay. I just don't care. I just don't care anymore.
You don't care, really?
Well, nothing is. So far at this point, nothing's impacting my life substantially enough to care enough about. Like, I'm so passive when it comes to this stuff until it's directly affecting. Like, it's going to take a lot to get me out on the streets protesting. And I'm sorry, I'm just not that guy. Like, I'm not the guy that like is going to get up in arms about something. It's do I feel there are injustices and do I think things need to change? Yeah, sure. But do I feel like my action or the action of others are going to do anything? Until we eat the rich, we're not getting anywhere.
I agree with that. You know, small paces though, but we're getting attacked from all sides though. We really are. I mean, if we really talk about the issues though, you know, I think I do enough on my own with hopping on the mic. You know, I think I do enough. I mean, I don't need to sit there and protest. I mean, enough people watch. I mean, I feel like I reach enough, right? In my opinion, enough. But, you know, that being said, though, what we're talking about the mass, we're talking about censorship, we're talking about reading up temperatures, we're talking about just slowly, just controlling the population, which I don't agree with at all, man. I mean, our freedoms are just getting ripped apart. They really are. Now, they're not going to touch the gun thing, though. That's the one thing they're not going to do because you know what? You get my guns. I'm gonna kill somebody, though, right? That's the general consensus in America. But it's slowly getting there, man. Like we're talking about China, though. Months ago, established like a little armband thing that you got to wear a color. You got to use your phone to display a color saying that you got tested and that you're clean, you're negative, or you're positive, whichever way it ran. I mean, it's a matter of time before they come to the U.S. and they try to fucking throw that shit down our throats, and then they're corralling the people that have corona, supposedly. They put them in a van or a big old truck, and then they take them to who knows where, you know?
It's like the downside of technological advancement. We're making such advancements in like digital technology and technology in general, and there's so many convenient things, but now some of the convenient things are going to like also come with Big Brother-esque type implications, and so it's just what it's going to be. And like it's like when people are posting on Facebook about like I love it when people do the copy paste bullshit where it's like it's happening tomorrow. Facebook is going to be giving all your information away and looking at your picture and giving your picture. It's like, no, that's already in place. And you posting the thing that says, I do not allow Facebook to do that, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't stop anything.
Wow.
You're not stopping anything. You're a victim of stupidity, like of your own stupidity by posting that stuff. And people that do it drive me crazy. And you don't want to like bring it to their attention because it's like you feel bad because of their ignorance. Because it's like, why you're doing what you're going against the whole entire value that you're trying to protest for. by like giving that any fuel at all.
Yeah, I mean, people do a lot of silly stuff, man. They
Yeah.
really do.
But yeah, so I mean, it's just one of those things that if you don't want to be governed, if you don't want to have things watching you, that's up to you. But you're also like, I mean, it's like you let it in the door years ago. People talk about wanting to have their privacy, but then they're like, oh, I'm going to get an Amazon Echo and I'm going to talk to it and it's going to order my food for me and do this. And it's like, also, it's going to listen to you, have sex. It's going to do this. And, it's going to do a lot of neat things and convenient things that you'll enjoy, but it's also going to do a lot of like kind of creepy things too. And eventually,
now I sent you a video though. Did you watch it? The one with
No.
the guy with the encounter with the cop.
Oh, I saw. Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I'll pull it up here. Hold on.
Man, that happened in 2019. Late 2019. It's a white guy, right? And when people sit there and say though that it only happens as this group of people or that group of people, it's a silly thought. It really is, man. I don't know. These cops have been fucking bamboozling the nation for a long, long time. They really have. It's something about wearing that uniform, though, right? It's a little tight. You got the hat, just looking a certain way. And then all of a sudden, you know what? You become a little bit too big for your britches, though. You think that, man, I'm the law, right? Everything I say fucking goes. And that's another case of that, man. It's crazy the way these cops feel like they run everything. They got too much power. They really do. I don't agree with some of the stuff they do, but man, they do make themselves look a little silly and terrifying at the same time. They really do.
What I do?
I'll get your driver's license and I'll explain it to you.
I'm working on it. Now, what I do first? Why you pull me over?
You get your driver's license and I'll
What do you pull me over for? Tell me that first.
Sir, let me explain something to you.
And what's your? I know the law. No, you have to tell me why you pull me over.
I don't have to tell you
Bullshit.
why. I
I have driver's
have to
license.
identify you first.
No, you don't. You have my tag number right there. Are you J Troop or K Troop? Who are you? Now, what did you pull me over for first?
Sir, you can be difficult.
I do a what? I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm just telling you. I'm not. And you're also. Anyway, I'm just asking.
Oh,
Why
there you go.
over first? I did one wide open throttle. I'm a diagnostic mechanic. And you also pulled my son over, the same thing, too, Caleb Miller. You saw me at Rose's one time with open carry weapon. I'm just asking, and I know Jamie Atkins and all the bunch, whatever, but why'd you pull me over? Why? Need to that first. No, you have my tag number. You can run it and get my name.
The tag number doesn't mean something about your driver's vehicle.
It does show the insurance, though, on stuff.
That's correct.
No, but tell me why. You have to tell me why you pull me over. You haven't identified yourself yet. I see a uniform. I see a vehicle. Okay.
This man is not wrong, people. It really isn't.
I did a wide open throttle real quick. I'm a diagnostic mechanic. I'm working on a truck, and I'm heading toward a guy's house to help me with it in Columbia. I am listening. No, you don't have to explain. That's the cop explain. No. I am Robert B. Henschling. My birthday is 6/22/62. I own this truck, and I have registration and everything. You don't have to know that. Tell me why you pulled me over. I know
You still won't answer the question.
I know you know
Crazy.
Jack Atkins, R37. Okay. I'm not naming names, but you have to tell me, who you are. Identify yourself. You do. I own this truck. You can run my tag number. Brand new tag, brand new license. Tell me why. There's my proof of insurance. It has my name on it right there. I don't have to hand this to you. All I have to do is just show you. I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm gonna start in my right.
Oh my God!
But I don't have to. I don't have to do that.
I love this.
You put me over.
I don't think he's wrong, man. I really don't.
No, I don't think he's wrong.
Lock the doors, or I went up a little bit too.
I mean, that cop is playing funny time right now. That's what he's doing.
I did one wide open throttle on my truck. I just took it 1,200 mile round trip. Jamie knows that. I sent him all the information, whatever. You know, I did one wide open throttle. I was not reckless driving. I did one wide open throttle on the truck. I let off. I saw you way back there, sitting back there. I have you on video right there.
That's fine. You'll be on video on my video.
That's fine. That's really cool. I appreciate that. I really do.
We'll step out your
No, I'm not stepping out.
No. There's no reason to be difficult.
There's no reason to step out either. There's no reason
Look, I'm
either.
gonna give you a couple options.
No.
You can
No.
either, you can either get out of the vehicle or give me
No.
a license.
I can give you my license, but I'm not stepping out of the vehicle.
Give me a license.
No. It's very dangerous for me to be out, stepping out, you know, in this situation. You don't know me. I don't know you. No.
Hey, look at him. He's
Wow.
out to his door.
No.
Woo!
There's my license
Get
right
out of the
there.
truck. You're being disorderly.
No.
You're lawful command. Get out
There's
of the
my
vehicle.
license.
This is like an
Not a lawful
abuse of
command.
power. Wow.
No.
Get out of the vehicle.
No.
Get out of the
This
vehicle.
didn't even happen that long ago either. It happened last year.
That's
Late
crazy.
Last year.
Just about a year
This is
ago.
Insanity.
You leave it like
My gun's over there. There's no reason for this. Here's my brand new license. Jamie just got me these licenses. Do not do that. No.
Get out of the car. Get out of the truck.
Oh man.
Get out of the truck right now.
There's no reason. You
Get
did
out of
this
the
to my
truck.
son.
Get out of the truck.
No. That-
You're
There's
under
no
arrest for
reason.
You're under arrest for disorderly conduct.
I didn't do anything.
Failure to obey the law.
Disorderly conduct.
Out of the truck.
What did he do?
There's my
Get out of the
license right
truck.
there. No. No. Stop it.
Get out of the truck.
Stop it.
Get out of the truck.
Oh man, look at him. Pointing his
You
little
call
taser at
Jamie
him.
Watkins right now.
Get out of the truck.
I have my license on. I have my seatbelt on. I didn't do anything wrong.
Get out of the truck.
No. You call R37 right now.
Get out of the vehicle.
No.
Get out of the truck.
No.
Wow.
Stop it.
That is crazy.
No
It's
reason for this bullshit, man.
uncomfortable, man.
I
It
tried
really
to
is.
tell you.
Yeah, it's
Nothing been drinking.
No, I'm not
Get out of
gonna
the truck.
drink
It's really hard to watch.
Get out of the truck.
Does he have?
No.
He does have a Trump shirt on.
that. No, tase me if you want to.
So he loses
That's
a
the
couple
reason,
points.
though?
Tase me. Tase
Oh
me.
man.
That shit don't bother me. You understand? Stop
Get
it.
out of the
Fine,
truck.
700 pounds. And
Stop it.
Get out of the truck.
Stop it. Look.
Oh man, this is crazy.
Quit reaching.
Happening in
I'm not-
America.
Quit
My
talking
gun
to
is over
goddamn-
there. Stop it.
Oh man,
Stop it.
smacking him now.
Stop this. De-escalate.
Haysburg,
You hear me?
Haysburg, give me some assistance here. I need assistance on traffic stop.
Stop it. I haven't done anything wrong.
Stop moving.
I ain't done anything.
just breathing, man.
Haysburg, I need some assistance. Highway 98, westbound.
I haven't done anything.
You got a subject not want to exit the vehicle.
I mean, you don't even want to believe that this is real, though. You know what I mean?
Saw me.
Get out of the truck.
You saw me. You saw me. At Rhodes.
Get out of the truck.
You saw me at Rose's barbecue.
I
one
don't
time.
care.
I'm not a violent person.
When you're
You
about,
are being violent.
get out of the truck.
No. No.
Wow.
Get out of the
Keeps
truck.
helping him, like in the face, man.
Man, this is really.
It's a rough watch, man. It really is.
It's not even. There's 13 minutes. This is.
Get out
Oh
of the
man,
truck.
he's choking him now. That's
Get out of
crazy.
the
Look at that. Oh man,
Get out. Get
I
out.
don't like it.
Let me
Get
go.
out. Step out of the truck.
Oh, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Look at that. It's crazy. Look, somebody's helping the cop now.
Is that a
Oh,
citizen's
man.
arrest?
Looks like it.
That's just a
Something's
citizen?
going on.
Put your hands behind your back.
Oh, man.
Giving him an assist. That's what he's doing.
Come on, fat boy.
Come on, fat boy. Is that what he said?
Man, I don't know what he said, but this is crazy. He's choking him out now.
Put your hands, boy. Come on, I'll kick your ass. Put your hands behind your back.
May have to shoot this motherfucker.
All right, I got one. Come on, fat boy.
Come on, fat boy. Already got one. I bet you. I wonder if he thinks because he's outside of the vehicle, the mic on the phone's not picking him up.
I don't know what's going on. This is too much though.
And
Like,
this
I don't understand.
bystander is just like aiding and abetting.
This is nuts, man. This would happen to an American. That's crazy.
I wonder what the guy that helped feels like after he saw this video.
He probably didn't see it. You know, he probably didn't.
Oh, he's had to have seen it by now.
Man, I don't know, man. I mean,
He just thinks he's helping an officer because people trust officers. I'm not saying ACAB, but not all cops are good either.
It's just too much. Though. It is.
All right, you're gonna be all right. I'm not. There you go.
Here comes another officer, another bystander.
Let me out! Roll up. Stand up. I can't breathe. You're breathing. You're talking. Quit pushing on me.
Put your knee on his neck.
I'm not resisting. Stand up.
I hear like 8.5 minutes is the trick.
Rest.
Man.
Stand up. Just sort of conduct. Stand up. You were the one that sort of.
Man, that poor guy.
Yeah, it's rough, man. I feel bad for him. It kind of seems like this is never going to end, though. I don't know.
Boy, and it makes you wonder, like, boy, if I was like, man, you can't think even in the moment, even in the heat of the moment, that your actions, as that cop cannot think that his actions were right. It was just it was a power play. He got butthurt because the guy wasn't cooperative, because he's a cop. I'm a cop. You got to listen to me.
You know, I think it's more like a power play, though. I mean,
that's what I mean. It's like he felt threatened because somebody was standing up for their constitutional rights, and they knew them. The cop just thinks because I'm a cop and I pulled somebody over, that means that they're in my custody to some degree until I'm finished with them, and I get to like call the shots here. And this guy's not letting me call the shots, so then he gets pissed off, and then he starts to like exact his control. Man, I would obliterate the driver's phone if I were the cop.
Man, if that's his phone, that's an amazing camera, though. It really is.
No, they got the license to pull over for 84 to 55.
Why didn't he tell him that? If that was what he pulled him over for.
What was that? I didn't even catch it. What was it?
He said he pulled him over for 86 and a 65.
I think now he's just kind of making up shit. That's what I think.
Yeah. CYA, man.
Is that what a speeding though? Is that what speeding gets you? That's crazy.
No, if the officer had only answered what he got pulled over for, but he didn't have an answer. What about that guy that just whizzed by?
The officer knew that he didn't got nothing.
Oh yeah.
So then he was just like, get out of the car, you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
it
he
happens
got
that way though.
He got pissed.
The big guy didn't give him an opportunity to save face, though. He didn't give him a way out. So the officer didn't have any.
That's not the big guy's fault, though.
But you got to look at it as a mental play, though. You know what I mean? Mental warfare.
Oh yeah, I mean he totally fucked with him, for sure.
It's kind of like any type of other situation, though. If you don't give the other person an opportunity to save face, bad stuff happens. You don't give them a way out, you know? Then it just looks fucking silly, though.
Oh, God damn it.
God damn it.
And yeah, 20 miles per hour and a little bit of obstinance. Like, it's like, man, what a fucking power play.
Man, it's a fucking dumpster fire, man. And it's like, I don't understand why they do that, though. That's crazy.
I wonder, is the guy that's the citizen, I wonder if he's just an off-duty officer or something.
I don't know. It's a good question.
He's asking a lot of like copy questions.
There's not even any information on the video, really. So,
is there any is there any follow-up on this?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. I don't think there's any information kind of look at it though. It's gonna be like, okay, this is what happened next or whatever. But basically, the end of the video right there. That's it. Fucking cuts out. The guy, man, just another victim, man, of the police. You know, the police. They're evil. Right? They're evil. I don't know. It's too much. Too much to watch. Too much to take in.
Yeah, man. I wonder. I'd really like to know what the outcome of that was.
What?
I don't know what this is.
God. I don't know what it is either. That's crazy. But yeah, man, I don't know. I figured I'd share that with you because you know what? I wanted everybody out there that might be a viewer, might be watching, listening to this, to know, you know what? It doesn't matter what color you are. You might get fucked up by the cops, you know, a little bit, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean that's crazy for sure. What was that in San Antonio?
By the way you're talking, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. That's I mean, it looked like a state trooper. I think that I mean here in Texas they were kind of like I don't know what's the color I'm looking for. What am I thinking? Like a brown, like a tan, you know, like a tan. They're wearing like a black hat, like the little trooper hat. It looked like he had a trooper hat. So yeah, I don't know where that's at. I was thinking maybe Midwest somewhere, maybe. Could be wrong. Kind of had a little bit of a country accent, so I don't know. That's just awful to watch, man. I fucking hated watching it. I mean, I've seen it twice. I was just like, man, this is cringy. I mean, it made me really uncomfortable watching it, you know? I mean, that shouldn't happen, man.
It'd be really interesting to see what the outcome was. That's for damn sure. Might have to do some research off air and see what we can find out, because I'd be curious to know if the officer was charged or if anything happened to the officer or officers involved. Really, any officer coming onto the scene, I guess, is going to trust the main officer. So I think the guy that's like culpable there ought to be the arresting officer or the guy that pulled him over. But man, that's just like a that's some baby bullshit right there.
Yeah, he didn't fluff his ego, so then he's got to pay for it. You know, he's got to pay the price.
Yeah, pay the price.
What you got? You got anything else? Or we good? We good for the night?
I think we're good for the night. It's a good show.
We had a great show. Yeah,
good
great show.
Welcome to the Mad Dawgs for coming.
Hey, you gotta ride that fucking train, right? You gotta ride it.
What's up, my Mad Dawgs? If you're just listening to this show for the first time in the audio version, Joe and I have been doing this a little while now, kind of warming up our chops. And so there's some extra video out on our Facebook page. You can go check out the Joe Madness Show on Facebook. If you just search Joe Madness Show, you can find most of the videos up there. Scroll through. And I mean, it's sporadically since about March or so, I think, is when we got going, like doing stuff. And then this is kind of like the first time we're going to be creating a show for a podcast feed, audio feed. But if you want to actually watch us, we try to do this live at least once a week around 7 p.m. Pacific time. So if you're on the East Coast, you're going to want to like stay up late till about 10 o'clock. But y'all ain't got nothing going on right now. So come out and join us. Get involved with the chat. You can check out all of our stuff over at timespentpoorly.com. We got a lot of great content over there. There's also .fun and tspn.fun if you want to play with those domains as well. They all take the same place. We have a YouTube channel. We'll have some clips of this show up on the YouTube channel. Hopefully, if I can get up the energy to do a couple clips of the show. But if you want to watch the whole show, or if you're a listener and you like visual stuff, we do get on, and we have a nice visual element to the show. We play some clips, we play some videos as we go. So there's that. I also have an Instagram over at instagram.com/timespentpoorly network. Time Spent Poorly Network's also on Facebook. You can search it that way as well. Facebook.com/timespentpoorly network. We have a Twitter as well. You can get updates when shows go out over at TSPN Media. And
all conveniently located on the screen.
Yep. But as a listener, Joe, if you're listening to the show, you can't see all that. So Joe also has an Instagram at Hobo210, and he also has the Cash App if you want to toss him some ducats. And it's $Hobo210. So if you want to throw some money his way, we have a Patreon as well for the Time Spent Poorly Network, which is patreon.com/timespentpoorly. There's a few fun tiers in there. I recommend if you're wanting to be a Patreon, though, or a patron to our content, get out there and check out some of the other shows that we have available. We have a lot of content available, so it'd be great if you were to be a patron to make it worth your while to contribute to our cause. So that's all I'm saying. We have a lot of great content out there, so check it out for sure. And timespentpoorly.com is the name of the website that you can get access to all of our great content. Thanks again for joining us. Joe, any final thoughts? Any word?
Man, open your eyes, people. Come in. Don't let the freedoms get ripped away, right?
Yeah. And donate to Joe. He needs to get a new chair. New lawn chair.
New mic. New computer. Right? Living life. Right?
I want to see a new chair. I want to see a new chair first, and then I want to see some updated I want you to change like the doors on the shop and stuff too. Make it like real pretty. Did you ever get that paper moved off the door? That little sticker on there that I trolled you about for months?
It's possible.
I don't even think it's in your shot anymore. In the shot, in the angle that you're at. You've changed angles.
I did.
There's some aesthetic things going on with your background though that we're gonna have to have a discussion about before we move forward.
Well, you know what, motherfucker? I ain't got a green screen, man. So there you go.
All right. Thanks for joining us this episode. Again, if you want to watch us, get over to Facebook. We're on the what's the page that we're at now? We have the Hot Mic page.
Hot Mic Live Podcast. Yeah.
Hot Mic Live Podcast.
The Twitch, right?
We do have Twitch. You got we're out there on the Twitch, the Twitcher. I don't remember what we're called on Twitch.
I don't know.
I'm looking real quick. Time Spent Poorly Network. Easy enough. Find us on Twitch. Follow our Twitch. I'm trying a little bit to kind of wake the Twitch up. The Twitcher, as it were. This Facebook user says, "Love y'all. Good night," and a smiley face with the halo. With the halo.
Whoa!
Good job. Wow, number 1. Sweet.
Good riddance.
We're gonna be number 1. Number 1 on iTunes, friend. All right.
Oh, man.
I could talk all day, but I'm gonna get off of here. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next week. We'll be back here live, ripping, roaring, ready to go.
Time to go mad.
See you, Mad Dawgs, later. Catch you, Mad Dawgs, on the flip side.
Woo!
Slogans, catchphrases, you got it. Later, everybody.